Hello guys, Exploit here, back again with another new video. In this video I'll be walking you through Blue. Blue is a room in tryhackme which majorly deals with the well-known exploit known as Eternal Blue. So for those who don't know what is Eternal Blue is an exploit that was released in 2014 by the shadow brokers after they compromised the NSA and released the exploit to the public. Eternal Blue majorly deals with exploiting the server message block, that is SMB, to exploit majorly Windows operating systems which are on a network. So in this room I'll be able to show you how you can use this exploit to gain access to machines, to vulnerable machines which are vulnerable to the exploit. So first start the machine. If you are following up, you'll have to start the machine. The default color is green. When you start the machine, the color will change to gray. So read the instructions so that you can do what is required of you, because if you don't read the instructions you may waste a lot of time here. So our first instructions, we are told that the machine does not respond to ping. That means when we'll be conducting our nmap scan, that is conducting our reconnaissance, which there are two types, two types, that is passive and active. When we will be using nmap or any network scanning tool that you have, you'll have to avoid pinging the machine because you will not get the required response from it. So I have done my nmap. So if you don't know how it is done, I'll just show you a simple. This is why these are my flags. I can just do T4, and then I will not ping the machine, and then I'll write my output, and then you had your machine's IP. Then you add your machine's IP, press enter. After it finish, you get your results. So I will show you what my results were. So these were my results. I found there were several ports which are open. Port 3389 was also open, which is very weird, meaning that RDP is running on the machine. Also SMB is also running on the machine, and there were also several ports. And also we were able to know that the operating system is a Windows 7 Professional 7 build number 7601. Service pack 1 is a Windows Professional, Windows 7 majorly. So let us go back to our tasks. So our first task was to conduct our recon, which I have done and I've shown you how to do it. We'll just click here, complete, scanning them. How many ports are open within a port number that is under 1000? There are three, that is 135, 139, and 445. What is this machine vulnerable? It is vulnerable to MS17_010. I will show you how you can do this. I'll just use auxiliary scanner to scan if the machine is vulnerable to SMB. Eternal Blue, sorry for that, is MS17. Not doing what is expected here. Auxiliary scanner, SMB, MS17. You will be required to set your L host. So, I don't know why I keep on tripping on writing this thing. So, SMB, MS17. So will be required to set our R host, which is the machine's IP. Then you can just run the exploit. So you can see the host is likely vulnerable to MS010. This is our answer. This is what is required. You just give it here. So our next task is to gain access, and there's just one simple exploit that can be used to do so. You're required to start a Metasploit, which I did so. Starting Metasploit is just typing MSF console in your MSF console in your Kali machine, and then enter. It will start the machine, it will start the console. I did so. So we need to exploit the machine. I'm going to use the exploit, the eternalblue exploit. I think also the machine is also vulnerable to eternalblue double pulsar. If it is vulnerable to this, that means it is also vulnerable to it. So you'll have to set your R host. No, it's not. That is not our R host. Our R host is the machine's IP. We need also to set our L host, which is our host's IP. That is the VPN's IP. I will leave the L port as the default. Let me see other options. So advanced. I'll set verbose to true, so you can see what is taking place. Then I'll run the exploit. So the required exploit is the eternalblue exploit. Windows SMB block 010 eternalblue. So the options that we are required to set were our R host, so we also required to upgrade our session. We were supposed to use this shell, then upgrade it, but I did not do so. But it's very simple. I just used the Metapreter shell. It was complete, and our next process is to escalate our privileges. So the post that is used here is post. Is post Windows, not post Windows. Post multi manage shell to Metapreter. And the post requires you to set the session. I'll show you this process. Here you don't need anything here. It's just you have to read through it. here you are asked to change the process that the exploit is running on. So you go to a metapreter session 1 opened. I want to background this session so that we can create another session here. So that I can show you how you can upgrade your session. We'll just use the payload that tryhackme required us to use. It's a payload Windows 10 64-bit reverse TCP. So we'll just run the exploit again. So when this exploit takes place successfully, we'll get a shell, but it will be a command line. That is the Windows CMD command line. So I want to show you how you can upgrade this session from the shell session to a metapreter session. Let it finish sending egg to corrupt. Let us see if we get sending stage. I think we were supposed to change the L port, and we're trying the second one because the first port will be in use. Let us see if it will finish sending malform transform packets. Give it some couple of seconds. Let me stop this process. I think we should change the L port because our first L port is being used. Let it be 1 2 3 4. Let us again run the exploit again. While this one is taking place, we can go back to our questions. So after gaining access to that shell, we were required to migrate the process. I will show you how we do that. Let us just click here, complete. Here, complete. Does not require any answer, no answer needed. And here, no answer needed, but I will show you how we do it. So our fourth task that is cracking means we need to crack some passwords. So our first question on our fourth task is to identify an default user in the computer, in the machine. So we got our shell here, command shell 2, session 2 opened. So you can do even system info. You can see it is a Windows command line. So I'll just background this session so that we can upgrade it. also for that background. So we'll use that post. So we are going to set our L host here. This time 0. Our session is session 2. And then we run the post. This will upgrade this shell session to metapreter session, so that we can have a metapreter session as the one that we had before when we exploited the machine directly. You'll have a session like this, metapreter session. If it's successful, that is. So it is sending the stage. So the metapreter session has been opened successfully. So I've shown you can create the session. The session is already open, just taking some time that open. So it is here. It's an entity authority system. So what we are required to do, session 3. So if you have issues with Metasploit and you don't know how to use it, you can just use the help command. Then you'll learn all the commands needed here from top to bottom. So what we are required to do is to get non-default user here. So that is very simple. So what you're going to do, you're first going to load Kiwi on the session. After loading Kiwi, we dump the hashes. So after loading Kiwi, now we can do the hash dump. So you can see we have 3 users on the machine, and the null default user is John. Yeah. So our next question was to crack the password So we don't have a clear text password here. So what you're going to do, we will use this, the NTLM hash, and crack it. We can crack it with online tools, or just do it manually with hashcat. Just do it manually. So we'll use hashcat. The mode is 1000, that is for NTLM. Let me use the attack mode will be 0. Then the file will be crack.txt. Our password file we use ROQ, combination of 14 million passwords. Then we'll crack the password. This will take some couple of minutes depending on the processor speed and the password strength. But for NTLM, I don't think it will take a lot of time. So the reason I'm getting this is I had cracked the password before. So if you, the same process that I've done there is the same process used to crack passwords with hashcat, or you can use John the Ripper. But because I had cracked this password before, that's why you're not getting any results. I'll just show you. The file is crack.txt, then I'll show you the password. So I'd cracked the password before, and this was my password. For simplicity, you can use an online tool. There are several online tools that you can use. I can demonstrate one here called the Crack Station. Yeah, crackstation.net. You can use it to crack these passwords. So I'll just copy the NTLM hash. So I don't know what is happening on my machine. We'll just copy this NTLM hash. So let me see. Here, this captures. Check this capture thing, man. As it continue loading, we can continue with the other tasks. So it can be done. Don't know what is happening on this machine. me first refresh my page. I don't know what is happening here. So our that task, I don't know what is happening in this machine. I think it has hanged on me. I don't know what's happening. Let me try refreshing the page. Now we can search for the flags. The first one is flag1.txt. I think it's in the config directory. I don't know what is happening on this page. Let me close it and open it again. So the first flag, this is our first flag. Let me try again opening Firefox. No, I don't know what was happening. Yeah. Let me open Firefox. I hope it will not try to hang on me again. I don't know if I'm using all my system resources there. I'm running. Give it some minutes here to start the machine. So I will show you how you can get other flags. So our second flag was to find suicide flag 2. I don't know what is happening on my machine. I don't know if I'm using all my system resources because, man, it is letting me down. It is letting me down. I don't know what is happening on this machine, sir. don't know what is happening on these machines. Let me try. So our second flag is in this directory, so you can just read it. Just read it from there. Some database elevated access, that is that flag, second flag I mean. Not now, not now, not now. Let me show you can get the third flag with this Firefox is still delaying. Let us search for the third flag again. So that flag is in John's directory. I really need to show you how you can crack that password with an online tool. I think my machines had hanged on me. Let me just show you where the flags. I don't know why these machines. I don't know if I'm using all the maximum resources that I'm left with here. Let me try refreshing my RAM. So that flag is at John at John's directory, that is documents. You can just carry it and read it from there. With that said, and the problems of my machines, but at least I've learned something out of this. Let us see if it will have done something. Still the machine is giving me a headache. But with much said and done, you can visit our website Portal Free for more videos and content there about hacking, programming, and some coding tutorials. With much said and done,